sparkly.
We include activities for children as well as photo opportunities with the characters. There's even a self-guided tour, which you can listen to by using your phone to scan the QR codes throughout the museum. The highlight of our museum is the immersive experience, housed in a 2,000 square foot room. We start in Dorothy's house. The Twister comes and takes you to Munchkin Land.
So this is the museum all in here. Now we have the immersive experience over in that far corner.
Okay.
So that part does take 30 minutes to go through the whole thing. It is half Oz, half Van Gogh, and it runs in a loop. So you can stay in there as long as you want.
Okay.
Feel free to take pictures, videos. We do recommend skipping on the yellow brick road. You can dance around if you want to. When you start the tour, this will be the beginning right here, and we highly recommend the QR codes.
Okay.
So one of you can do it. It goes right to your speakerphone. Now it is best to log into that Wi-Fi, whoever's going to do that. You guys can do it however you feel comfortable. And my name is Jackie if you have any questions.
Okay, thank you so much, Jackie.
You're welcome. You guys enjoy.
They're talking fast.
Always fun.
Thank you for visiting our family-owned Oz Museum. This is a guided narration. Each cabinet has a QR code which you can scan on your phone through the camera or a third-party app.
In the first cabinet, we have pieces from 1850 to 1900. On the top left, you'll see A New Wonderland, also known as The Magical Monarch of Mo. This was the first children's book that L. Frank Baum wrote. It was published in 1899. The second book is a diary which belonged to the Baum family. It contains illustrations and notes. The third book on this shelf is a booklet that was given to people who attended the Wonderful Wizard of Oz theatrical play from 1902. Copy of The Wonderful Wizard of Oz from 1900. What you're seeing is the oldest known copy of the book. On the third shelf, we have Mother Goose in Prose. This was L. Frank Baum's first children's book to be published in 1897. It was also the first book illustrated by Maxfield Parrish. In the second cabinet, we have everything from 1900 to 1910, The Marvelous Land of Oz. This book was partly influenced by his mother-in-law, a women's rights activist who worked with Susan B. Anthony. In this book, the women go to war and force the men to stay home. In Land of Oz, Baum introduces more characters, including Jack Pumpkinhead and the Wuggle Bug. Land of Oz is the only book in which Dorothy Gale doesn't make an appearance. On the third shelf, we have a copy of The Lost Princess of Oz, owned by Shirley Temple, signed by L. Frank Baum. After this cabinet, you see the glass case which contains the movie slippers that were on display in the lobby of the Great Movie Ride in Walt Disney World's Hollywood Studios. Above is the certificate of authenticity from the Joel McGee Disneyland collection. Next is one of the first Oz-themed toys, featuring the Tin Woodman and Jack Pumpkinhead. After the death of L. Frank Baum, Riley and Lee brought on Ruth Plumley Thompson to continue the Oz stories. Thompson was an avid reader of Baum's from a young age, and by this point had written 2 of her own children's books. From 1921 to 1939, she wrote 1 Oz book a year, totaling 19 installments. Her first title was The Royal Book of Oz. It was originally credited to the late L. Frank Baum, when in fact, Thompson had written it from scratch. On the bottom shelf, you see a stuffed scarecrow and flying monkey used for promotion of the Wizard of Oz 1925 silent film. These are one of the few which survive today. Between them is a still from the film, starring Larry Salmon, Dorothy Dwan, and Oliver Hardy. The film bears almost no resemblance to the book. It did so poorly that it bankrupted the studio which produced it. To the right are children's Halloween masks promoting the MGM film. Laid flat are a set of playing cards made and released in the United Kingdom, which show scenes from the movie. On the fourth shelf are stills and other promotional material for the film. On the bottom shelf, to the left, is a souvenir key from the Chicago 1934 World's Fair, which has an engraving of the scarecrow. To the right, you see The Wizard of Oz Waddle Book. It was a novelty edition of the first book, with cut-out paper dolls for children to play with.
Here, you would put a number 2. Whatever number's on the card. Okay?
On the second shelf, we have a scarecrow made by the Ideal Company in 1939, as well as a lobby card for the film, signed by 5 of the Munchkins. In front is a promotional scarf for the film. To the right are 2 Dorothy dolls. The rightmost has real human hair. On the next shelf is a series of Wizard of Oz string holders. Before tape was widely used, holders like these would keep rolls of strings, like twine or yarn, for easy access. They would be held behind these masks, and the string would be pulled out of the mouths to the desired length, and was then cut with scissors. On the top shelf, you see an advertisement for Swift's Peanut Butter, who sold the set of collectible Wizard of Oz design glasses you see. Behind the glasses are cans used for selling peanut butter, which have illustrations of the characters on them. On the second shelf are busts that were sold at the MGM Grand Hotel in Las Vegas. On the third shelf is a poster from The Wiz, signed by Michael Jackson. The top shelf has various drinkware. On the far left and far right are 6 glasses that were sold at Crystal's restaurant, commemorating the 50th anniversary of the MGM film. On the second shelf are Halloween costumes of the characters made in the 1980s by College Film. In the front are a set of collectible figurines made by the Applause Company.
Oh no! What do we do now?
Oh no.
Stand back and watch me turn this tree into toothpicks.
That sounded close.
That wasn't a bird, that's for sure. I know birds, and that definitely was not a bird.
No need to worry. I have my axe. The scarecrow is made of straw, so he can't get hurt. And you have the mark of the Good Witch's kiss on your forehead, Dorothy.
I know, but what about Toto? He doesn't have any protection.
He has all of us. We'll protect him.
Now stop that!
Why would you do
Now what
that?
do you think you're going to do? Eat us? Well, you can wipe that idea right out of your bushy head. You must be a bully, thinking you can frighten any little thing that gets in your way.
You're right. I am a bully. I'm sorry. I just don't have the courage.
Look, it's the whole cast as cows.
On the first shelf at the back, we have musical plates made by the Knowles Company from 1993. In the front are samples from the Snow Babies collection featuring Oz characters. On the second shelf are more musical plates. In the front of that are shoes styled after the characters' costumes. Next to that are several pewter figures. At the back of the second shelf, we have the characters depicted as everything from dachshunds to fairies, all manufactured by the Hamilton collection. In front are more pewter pieces. On the third shelf, we have cherished teddies. In the middle are the Kittens of Oz by the Hamilton collection. In front are several keychains and pieces of jewelry. On the fourth shelf, we have the Wizard of Oz Cow Parade figures. In front are 6 painted pewter figures. On the bottom shelf, we find several examples of general merchandise, including beanbag characters, McDonald's Happy Meal toys, and a belt buckle, to name a few.
Yeah, that's a very specific recipe, I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Alcoholic opium shots, anyone?
Guaranteed to cure what ails ya.
You'll be here tonight, we can't find it. She'll give you the price anyway. No! Why?
No! Can you check out this little thing? Can you check the little one? It's in there.
Wizard can do that. I'm sure he can give you a heart.
Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's go meet this wizard.
Uh-oh. Whoa, they're coming at us, bro.
Like this and many other videos is a Easter egg.
Sure.
Don't look now, but there's a bear behind you.
Oh, there's a lady over there dancing.
I think he's on.
I'll never see Aunt Em and Uncle Henry again.
What about the winged monkeys? That's a very wise decision.
Yes, they could fly me home.